When you think of the person that has a resume that they turn in the same resume to apply for a job at 50 different places versus the person who's creating a resume that's tailored to each job opportunity that they're applying for, in terms of a relationship, what are those two types of people to help someone identify where they're at to then identify where they need to go?
People often say, I can't find a job. I've applied for 100 jobs and nobody comes back to me and hires me. If you're not getting interviews, don't look at the employer did something wrong. Look at maybe my resume is not standing out, and really make sure you have a resume that stands out. If you want to have a job that requires a lot of qualifications, you have to go get the qualifications you want, not go apply for a brain surgeon with a GED. And you're not qualified, not because you're not a good person, not because you can't do the job. You just haven't acquired the skills necessary to perform that job. Relationships require skills. Be intentional about making sure you have a resume that's worth hiring. If you don't, that's not a condemnation of the person you are. It's just where you're at. Use it as a baseline and say, you know what? I don't communicate well. And go, I'm going to learn how to communicate. Go out and practice. Go into a store and just strike up a conversation. If a person's not understanding you in a relationship that doesn't matter, the person's not going to understand you in a relationship that matters. Go make your resume stand out. Go make it be, hey, I'm emotionally healthy. I have spent hours and hours improving myself so that I'm the person that I want to marry. Make sure you understand what you're looking for. If you just want to be in a relationship, you're just taking a minimum wage job that's not going to fulfill you. There's nothing wrong with a minimum wage job if that's what you're qualified for and it makes you happy. You don't have to turn your relationship into being a brain surgeon, but you're still going to have to show up just like you would for your job. You're still going to have to perform certain duties just like you would at your job. Make sure you're doing them in a way that pleases your employer. In your relationship, your spouse is your employer. Your relationship is the employer. Work in a way that satisfies the person that you're trying to get the end result for. If you're constructing a house and you do one board and you walk away, the house is never going to be built. If you don't know how to build a house and you go out there and you're like, I'm just going to do it with no instructions, you're probably not going to be successful in building that house. So don't go out and expect a relationship that I can build one and I can sustain it without having a skill set, a desire, and the willingness to do what it takes to be successful.
One of the first steps a lot of people, I think, jump to when they want to approach a relationship in the right way is the topic of self awareness. But what do you feel like most people get wrong when it comes to self awareness in your counseling, in your couples that you know as friends? Is there a repeated theme that you see that you could speak to?
Self awareness requires the ability to look at yourself in a constructive manner. Most of the time, when people look at what they perceive as shortcomings, they think I'm not a good person. There's something wrong with me. I don't have value. We all have value. We all have shortcomings. Take the time to understand, hey, I'm not good at this. Why am I not good at it? Do I not have the natural ability? Is it a skill set that I can build? Or is it something I can't do? And you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be willing to have the hard conversation with yourself. And a lot of times it's really hard to say, I'm not good at this. It doesn't mean you can't be. It just means I'm not there right now. take the time to stop and go, I'm not good. I'm not okay. I have a lot of hurt in me. Stop and address the hurt. Most people are afraid to address the hurt because they think it's going to kill them. It hurts. Let it hurt. Walk through it. When you get to the other side, you'll be in a better position. Take the time to love yourself enough to make yourself okay. And it's not somebody else that's going to fix our shortcomings. Oh, if I only had a wife, I'd be okay. No. Be okay being by yourself. Be okay going, I'm not good at this. And I'm going to take the time to work on it. If you stop and invest in yourself, you'll be able to be in a relationship because you'll be able to be selfish enough to fix what's going on. I tell people all the time, it's easier to get sober when you're single because it takes a lot of selfishness. It takes a lot of time to get to a place where sobriety will last. And it takes a lot of time to fix yourself. If you're willing to stop and take time to invest in yourself, most people don't want to go to counseling. I have clients tell me all the time, I don't want to be here. Most people don't. But when they do it and they do the work, they say it's worth it. It's not fun to fix issues from upbringing. Most people don't want to blame their parents. I don't want to blame your parents. Parents do what they know. It's our responsibility as adults to fix what our parents didn't do. Grow up. Be the man you want to be. Be the woman you want to be. Then you will be able to be in a relationship successfully. Most people want a high-paying job, but they're not willing to take a low-paying job to move up, to gain skills, and acquire them. If you want a job, go take a low-paying job. Get some experience. Get some qualifications that will get you the job you want. It's the same thing with your relationship. Get the qualifications that you need to be successful in a relationship. Learn to communicate. Learn to resolve conflict. Learn who you are so that you can be available to a partner.